going to be doing a do-it-yourself home decor. This is a 20-inch base that I got from Joanns during the holiday season. If this is something you don't have in your inventory, you can always go for a swag base and cut it to the size that you want, and then that way you can do it as a corner swag if you want to do that, or something that goes above your mirror. So we are going to be doing a spring item. We already passed Valentine's Day, so we're moving into spring and summer. And I'm going to be working with this beautiful Real Touch Fern mix bush. Any type of greenery bush will work if you don't have something similar to this. Doesn't have to be an exact, so don't worry about it. So I've got two of them here, so we're going to have one go here and one go here. Already cut one bush down. I do have some zip ties here if I do need them. I am going to use hot glue, of course. Make sure that if you burn yourself pretty easily, I've noticed that some designers have been using like gloves, like the plastic gloves. I don't know. I just can't seem to work with those. They always slide down my fingers and I can't get a good grip. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just twisting 2 pine ties around this, which I am also going to glue in as well. And when you put your bush in, you want to make sure that you spread it out. Now I did have some pieces here that did fall off, so we will be gluing those in. I'm actually going to move this more right here in towards the bottom, but around more of the greenery. Okay. There we go. Now I will be coming in with some more greenery to cover these pine ties. If you want, you can always use mesh too, but I think this will work out just fine. And just glue here at the top and the bottom of where I wrapped around it. These type of projects, sometimes glue will be your best friend. Make sure you get your glue webs out of the way as you go. Okay, and then we have the ones that fell apart. So let's put some of the ferns down here. Because we have ferns right there of that kind. And then I'm going to glue this in there. Okay, then we're going to take more of these loose pieces and I'm going to put right here between the pine ties. That way I'll be, there we go, more in there. Give it more of a elongated look. And again, just be careful and don't burn yourself. Because I always have a time doing that. It's not fun. Okay. So you see, actually the glue's not leaking. And as you're hot gluing, make sure you either have something here that where the glue will come off pretty easily. Okay. So let's put this piece over here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I'll put that piece right there. I'm going to glue it in. really good. And then pretty much you're going to do the same thing on the other side with your other bush. Now if they are small picks, then you probably want to get double of that if they're smaller, and if you like the greenery in there, they're like of a pick form, then we'll definitely do that. Alright, now I'm going to bring this in, the zip tie in right here. And cut that right there, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so let's bring over the other bush, and we're going to spread the ferns out, and again we're going to do the same thing as we did over here. We're going to place it where we want it. And then I'm going to bring a tie over here and the tie from the bottom, and I'm going to tie them together. And I'm going to spread the greenery out. And again, I'm going to grab another zip tie over here and do this side. Through. And I will add some glue, because I do not want it to go anywhere. Yep, do this. We'll let that glue for a little bit, and all you can really see is the glue is coming through. And if this happens, just grab your scissors and cut away and trim. Okay. All right. And then we have something that looks like this. Now you can also use this as a centerpiece if you wanted to. If you had something like a small bunny or something right here, you could probably grab maybe some felt, put it over here in the middle and to cover that middle part up, and then if you want something that's, if it's going to be on your table that's not going to go anywhere and move, put something small there. Bunny, Easter egg. Plenty of ideas that you can use. Okay, and again, I've got a lot of leftover that fell apart from when I cut that bush down. So again, we're going to fill these in, just like we did over here. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And come with their glue. Or you can always do zip ties. But if you're going to be selling and mailing it out, I would do zip ties and glue. So it does not fall out. And again, we've got some more. So, since we have this type of fern right here, so let's bring this one down here towards the bottom. Stick out. And again, glue it or zip tie it. Definitely got a lot of different long pieces here. Let's see, I want this to be more right here. So it just means placing where you think it needs it, where you want it to be. Where you want it to be, not where it's so gappy. Okay, put this in front. Okay, and then we're just going to continue our placement of our leftover greenery. And like I said, we'll do another type of greenery as well. This is just going to be base of it. And then one right here. Glue attached to these pine ties. Okay, we have another set right here. And I feel like this one, this side right here is pretty full, so I'm going to add one of these over here. I just feel it needs just a little bit more. I don't know if maybe because one bush seemed to have more of a fuller fern piece than the other. I don't know. But so it's pretty much just eyeballing, whether it be a centerpiece or swag, is eyeballing to make sure there are not any severe gaps. And we are going to put a bow here, so doesn't need to, don't need to worry about that. Maybe we'll put a flower right there in the middle. So now we have this full. Okay. All right, I cleaned up my spot underneath real quick, and now we're going to bring in our other type of greenery. This is a, let me see. This is an 18-inch boxwood bush. I do believe I got this from Craft Outlet. I do believe I did. But like I said, any type of greenery that you want to use, go ahead and do that. So I'm going to just come over here and I'm going to clip, and we can shorten as we need to. Okay. All right, now if some of these pieces are too long, we can always cut. So like this one, we could always cut right down here, and then you would have like a small piece and then another piece there. So, but we also want to make sure that we get some of the longer ones over here, and then we can go shorter as we dive through. So this is pretty much just filling in some of the gaps that we might see, some of the pine, something that we might want to fill in any type of gaps, just to have a different type of greenery in here. So something that can just blend in well, but also give different texture. Okay, so I'm gonna have my glue gun over here where it's closer. Okay, so this is all pretty much about placement. There is no big formula for me. I just put where I think it might look good. And I will spread it out. And let's put this smaller piece over here towards the inside. Might be a little bit more difficult to do. Yeah. Just put glue. If you got a glue pot, that works better for you than using a glue gun. That will be perfectly. Okay, so I think I'm going to still work on the inside here. So let's go more on this side. Let me see if I can poke here. There we go. All right. Spread it out. Okay. So we do have the darker color, and of course this greenery is a lighter color. Like I said, use any type of greenery that you might have in your inventory. And I'm just placing this throughout on this side, and I will grab the other one and I will place it on this side. Okay, I'm going to cut this down just a tad. Feel like the stem might be a little bit long because I am going right there in the middle. And I do believe I need one right there. I can just maybe wiggle it right in there, maybe. Hopefully. Whatever catches your eye for placement. Okay. Alright, let me see if we can go with the longer pieces here and see how far we can go. Now I'm just placing right now, so I need to see what will work, or if there's any that I might need to cut. One more. Let's move this more in between. I want it more on top. I want it to go under. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. And then we're going to bring in some florals and other items as well. So this is one side done. So we did cut a few of them down in half. And then we'll have like some of their longer ones a little bit more spread out there. Yep, I like it. So go ahead and glue in the longer pieces to go on the outside. And if we need to, we can always add more long pieces if we have enough. So go from there. I might have enough just to, oh, no, I won't. Maybe. Okay, just glue that in there. Turn it around. Oh yeah, it's definitely looking full. Okay, and let's go over here on top and put that one right there. Get it in there. Alright, there you go. I want to save some for here towards the top. So I'm going to set these over here to the side. And then I really feel like I need at least another one here, and possibly one right there on this side, and one probably right here. Here. Okay, let's work with our greenery. So this is what we have so far. It's very full, and this feels like I'm gonna put a smaller pieces right here. I just feel like it needs it. On my camera, it just looks like it needs the fullness Oh, that lighter green one. Okay, and now we're going to add these purple and it's like a light pink dry rose bush. I did get this from Wreaths several years ago, but any type of rose or floral that you might like will actually go perfectly with this template. So let's do that now. All right. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I wish that that bundle would have given me a longer stem, because then that way they could come out a little bit more with the rest of the greenery, kind of stand out instead of kind of sink in more. So let's see. Okay, so we got 3. See, I wonder. We'll keep that right here. So let's keep that one right there. We're just going to add placement, but not glue anything in yet. We need to see. I wish I had gotten another bundle, and that way it would have been a lot more full. That would have been really awesome. So let's this one going right here. Yeah, I wish I had more, because I would definitely add a lot more roses. Okay, so now that we got that, also have some berries. Add those in here, see what that does. So these berries came from Michael's from springtime of last year. So very full. And so far they have not been messy. Usually when you have any type of berry bush, they will just completely fall apart. So we'll see what happens when we cut this apart. So the feeling, it will definitely come apart now. Alright, so let's see. But any type of berry bush, if you want to have that, will work. I'm going to cut these smaller pieces off here and set them aside. There we go. Okay, all right. Okay. Alrighty. I don't know if I would need that, but let's see. Oh, yep. Now it's starting to fall apart. It's fine intact, but now that we're trying to take it apart, it's now becoming messy. Alright, we'll leave some of these longer pieces and see if we can just do short or if we need to go long or whatever we need to do. Okay, so Do that. See, let's figure out our placement, and then once we like our placement, then we will glue in. Okay, that's not going in there. Okay, placement. Placement, placement, placement. Yeah, I most definitely wish I had that other bush. Okay, we're going to cut this smaller pieces. Come on, there we go. Alright, and we're going to cut this piece here. So we can go over here on the bottom. What that can do. These ferns. I'm going to bring this one up a little bit more. There we go. You can see by adding this, we can see what other spots that we need to fill in with our other light greenery that we used. Yeah, this is what I was going for, so I'm happy it's coming together. Okay. All right. Oh, got another piece from the first one. All right. Okay. And we're going to continue to break it down. Break it down. Let's see. See where it needs to go. All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, let's do the other side. Oh, this is still from the first one, isn't it? Oh, okay. Now these are big sprays. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go in on this side. So yeah, if you find a small rose bush like the one I have, make sure you get 2 of those. Just in case you run into the situation that Okay. Yep, I think I'm liking the placement, and then I would glue it in. This. Yep. Definitely longer pieces. Okay, I'm gonna put more right here. Stick it right down in here. There we go. Yep. Okay. And then stick this right down in here. Or I might have to cut that one down. That might be a little bit too tall. Let me see if I can get a long piece from here to put right there. That will work out. Okay, so let me see. This is, I think it's right there. Okay. And then I might be able to put this one right in here. Okay, there we go. Yes, now it's looking good. I just wish I had more roses. This color, great. It just looks weird when you have one more on one side than the other. And I want to bring in ribbon. Floral foam block. And I just cut it to the size of here in the middle to where it won't, so it won't mess with the hook of the swag. So if the customer wanted to, they could either hang it up on their door or they could just leave it as a centerpiece right now. So I did put this right here, so that way the bow will stick out a little bit more. So I'm going to put some glue and I'm going to glue it there. So this is, so you can get foam blocks from Walmart, your craft stores, Dollar Tree. I would probably use green though if you're going to be doing more spring and summer. If you're going to do more winter, if you were to do something, use this as a template for a winter, I would probably go with the white. But we're going to use hot glue. Set that right there. So if you want to do this before you start putting everything in, after you have put your mixed greenery, you know, once you're done putting your greenery in, if you can also probably put some in here in the foam block if you want to. All right. Glue all this in. All right. Might have to move. All right, I'm gonna take that piece out there. Okay, and now we're gonna put our bow in. All right, so I have this 2.5 inch by 10 yards D. Stevens ribbon. This is it right here. So 2.5. So I am just doing a loop, double loop and see how big I want my loop to be. I think that might be good. Okay, the loop is about 5 inches. So the loop is 5 inches. This pink ribbon, which is 1.5 by 10 yards, and this is just a budget-friendly ribbon. I remember I've had this for a very, very, very long time. And I'm going to make the loop smaller than the 5 inches. Oops, lost my grip on that one. It happens. Okay. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Let me make that smaller. Okay, that's good. Okay, and then might as well do a pink pipe cleaner. I'm going to pull really tight and then I'm going to twist. So 5-inch loop, and then this is probably a 4-inch loop. Because I don't have much more of this ribbon, so. And then you're just going to fluff it out. This ribbon is really pretty, but it doesn't have a really strong wire, which is fine. I don't mind it being a little flimsy, but you still want to try to shape your ribbon, even if you don't have a very hard wire in there, especially if the wire is thin. So you want to definitely have your ribbon like that. So there we go. So I do have 2 tails coming out of each side. Okay, so there's the bow right there. Nothing extravagant, very simple. All right, and then I'm going to grab a floral pen, and then I'm going to put it here in the middle, and then I'm going to twist again. You have a better way of doing this, then do it your way, but this is how I do mine. Okay, and then I'm going to trim, and then I will use this for different projects, so I'll save those. I don't really throw them away. Okay, and then I'm going to press down here in the middle, and then I'm going to put hot glue right there. Okay, and just let that cool off for a bit. Make sure I have the bow. Okay. So, and then make sure I don't lose. And then I'm going to put glue right here on 2 sides of the floral pen, and then I'm going to set it right down here. And again, fluff your ribbon out like this. Like this pink ribbon has awesome wire. For our budget ribbon, awesome wire ribbon. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to ducktail. So I'm going to just fold this in half. So the open side of the seam is on my right hand side. And then I'm going to cut at an angle. And there's your ducktail. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to fold over to the right where the open seam is here. Go at an angle. And again, there's your ducktail. Okay, then we're going to spin it around. And again, I'm going to fold to my right and do it on this side as well. And then I'm going to take my fingers, kind of like the scissors, and just do that. And then again, fold to the right, cut at an angle. There we go. Looks like I might need to add some berries over here. Let's see. I have this one. Okay, and then we do have this rose here, so you can always stick this in. You might have to bend it a little bit, but you can have it going inside the foam. Might have to trim it. And then you can use those leaves. So you can have this as a centerpiece, or you can have it hanging up. Make sure to mention that in your words if you're going to sell it. But a very quick, and also you can also add other stuff to it. This is just something that you can do. So here's the hanger. So what you would do here, since you can see the green foam, I would add your extra greenery. I would get like the small pieces and put right there, so it's not. Or you can put moss there. You can always put the moss. Oops. Oh. I have to glue that in. Oh. Yes. Okay. Okay. So you can either have it as a lovely centerpiece. Oh, forgot to glue the roses in. Oh gosh. Or you can have it like on your front door like this. Or your wall. Or bend it to where it's more on a corner, like a corner swag. So, but yep, there it is. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is a great template to do something for a smaller areas. So you can add any different colors, different florals, anything you want. Have the light at the berries. It's just a really good template to use and to have. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great and an amazing day, and I will see you very soon.